Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another one of my videos. Today I will be interviewing Jack Barry, one of the leading comedians in Britain's comedy scene.
Hello.
So your show.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about that. What is it about?
Well, hopefully you got a good clue here. Hopefully I'm making it pretty clear off the bat. It's all about drugs this year. Written a show all about drugs. But not about how great they are, about how we need to rethink how we deal with them, basically.
So what influence were you under when you wrote the script?
Oh, good question. I was completely sober, Finn. What are you suggesting? How dare you? I've dabbled in various substances in the past, but I've written it because I thought it was an important subject.
Yeah.
And that's why I wrote it, not just because I was on some mad trip, I promise.
I'm not so sure about that.
You're not so sure? Yeah.
Okay, so before you did, I think, comedy, you worked at a special KFC store.
That's true. That's true.
Was it worth quitting that?
Absolutely, it was. I mean, I wasn't technically in the store. I just ran all of their social media.
So you got free chicken.
I got some free chicken. I did, and I did have to work in a store for 2 days.
Oh.
They made me work there frying the chicken so that I could get a taste for what it was like. And then just whenever someone tweeted KFC or wrote on KFC's Facebook page, I was the guy who wrote back. So I had to write lots of stupid jokes about chicken, make chicken puns, basically talk to lots of really stupid people about chicken on the internet.
I saw in one of your comedy shows that there was a woman or a man that tweeted you that got a 9-bucket chicken and then
It's
he
true.
had 8.
He was complaining because he ordered a 9-piece bucket of chicken and he only got 8 pieces, but then he tweeted a photograph of 9 pieces of chicken, and he'd managed to miscount what he was asking for. I got a lot of weird complaints. I got one complaint from a woman who said that she was annoyed because she'd been to KFC and the chips tasted of actual poo. Was one. And she said, I know KFC isn't the nicest restaurant in the world, but for me, poopy chips are a step too far. I had to agree with her.
So did you quit KFC because Nando's was a lot better?
Of course. Always been a big fan of Nando's. I was in an advert for Nando's as well. My whole career is centred around chicken and drugs. Those are the 2 main themes. That's what keeps me going.
I was considering being a football player, but now since my injury, it's a bit in the air, so I have a backup as a stand-up comedian.
Great, it's a good backup career choice. Yeah.
But should I quit school or should I stay? 'Cause I'm really contemplating quitting.
You're contemplating quitting school?
Yes, it's really boring.
Well, the cameraman is your father, so I feel like I would be remiss if I gave any bad advice.
Sorry, Dad.
I genuinely think you should stay in school, Finn. I know you want me to sit here and tell you to quit school, and so you have something to back up with your parents, but I'm gonna have to say you got to stay in school. There's no good comedians who didn't finish school.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough, but it's worth it. You got to learn some stuff before you can make jokes about it. You can't make jokes about nothing if your brain's empty.
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, where do you get your materials from?
Largely, it just pops into my head whenever something comes into my head, I'll write it down on my phone, and then I'll try and sort of develop it later on. Or if I say something in the pub that's funny, then I'll make sure I write it down. Or sometimes if one of my friends says something funny, I'll write that down. I'll pretend it was me. Yeah.
Also watched some of your comedies on YouTube, and I heard this one where you were in the tube.
I was on the tube, yeah.
And then I think you had headphones on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you've given the punchline there.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I was farting on the tube, and I thought that they were going to be loud farts, but no one could hear me. And I couldn't hear any farts, so I was really pleased. So I was just doing loads of farts, but then it turned out that I did have my headphones on, and that was why I couldn't hear anything. And everyone was looking at me like I was insane. It did look like I was dancing and sort of jamming out to the sound of the farts that I was doing. It happens. Yeah, if something like that happens, you've got to write it down.
Okay. Now to more, I don't know, but Jack Barry Saint-Germain.
Oh yeah, big time.
How was
Back
that
to football.
going?
Very good, very good. This is my football team that I bought to publicise my shows. Basically, it was when I was working for KFC, I had a friend, and they needed a sponsor for their football team, and they said, will KFC do it? And I said, no. but if I buy the football shirts, will you make the badge my face, and you have to play, and you have to call it my name?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, they called it Jack Barry Saint-Germain. The badge is my face. On the back of the shirts, instead of everyone's names, it has my Twitter handle, so that people can tweet about it. And they were doing pretty terribly, I have to say. I think they got relegated one season, but they managed to get back up. We've got quite a few good young teenagers in the team, and now they're doing quite well.
So entry on the Premier League, what year are you?
Well, I think currently we're about 1,000 leagues below the Premier League, so it have to be some sustained. If we get promoted every year, well, we should be there when I'm like 60, I think. So that's obviously that's the dream, but yeah, it'd have to be some sustained, and also I'd have to put in some more money, I think, which I don't currently have.
Didn't you put a bid in for Neymar?
Put in a bid for Neymar. It wasn't really taken very seriously, if I'm honest.
I mean, it almost worked, guys.
You gotta try, haven't you? You gotta try. They didn't get back to my emails. I don't know if I had the right email. I just emailed at Barcelona at googlemail.com. I don't know. I don't know if that's their email address or not. It didn't come back with anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But to a question that's dear to my heart.
Great.
Can you pick up a lot of girls while doing comedy?
Oh yeah, big time, Finn. Absolutely. Is that what you're thinking about getting into comedy for? Is that your main motivation?
I mean, 70%.
70%. That's great. That's the ideal. Definitely being funny makes up for not being attractive a lot of the time. Definitely, it definitely puts you up. Well, people say that girls find you more attractive when you're funny because they have their eyes closed when they're laughing, so they can't see if you're not attractive. So that's something that's worth remembering. The more they're laughing, the less they're looking. I'm blindsided by the girls' question. I wasn't expecting it, I'll be honest.
I don't know.
You dog, Finn.
Your suit, it's fantastic. Where
Thank
did
you
you get
very
it?
much. It's from the internet. Website called Oppo Suits. It cost me £55.
In the description.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah. I mean, it is pure as polyester. So I have been sweating a lot under the lights. I mean, we're pretty hot under these lights right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
It does get hot in here. But what do you expect for £55, I suppose?
I mean, a weed suit.
A weed suit, at the very least.
Yeah?
Yeah. And here we go. And there it is.
I mean, I don't think they'll accept it in any Valentine's stamps.
This is what you're thinking about?
Yeah.
I say do it.
Maybe even a wedding.
Yeah, massively, yeah. Funeral. Next time one of my relatives dies, I'm going to have to wear this to the funeral, I think. It's the only way to mourn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I already said this, but I really want to become a stand-up comedian. Do you have any advice? Funny advice?
Just write as much as you can. Just get on it. Just start churning stuff out. It's like anything else. You have to practice loads.
Yeah.
It's really boring. I hate it as well. Like, I always hoped that I would one day find something that I was really naturally good at.
Yeah.
But everything takes loads and loads of work. So I just say, start working now. Start writing stuff. At first, it might not be very funny and it might be rubbish. But the more and more you practice, the more and more funny it will get. And that's just what it's going to be, yeah. The earlier you start, stay in school.
Oh, no.
But after school, get writing. And then, the earlier you do it, start performing stuff.
Yeah.
Get to open mics. Do as many gigs as you can. And, practice makes perfect, basically.
How do you restrain yourself from laughing if you find a joke really funny that you just told?
Oh, you don't. You just laugh. I laugh constantly on stage. It looks really pathetic, but I don't care. Sometimes I'm a funny guy.
Oh, God.
The worst is writing when you're writing at home and then you sort of think of something and you're like, that was pretty funny, and you laugh to yourself. I record a lot of my shows and then you listen to them back, so I think that's a good thing to do. If you record it, you can listen and you can hear how you're saying things, but then if you find something that you said really funny, you feel like the most pathetic person in the world because you are just sat in your house laughing at yourself on a recording. It's very sad. Comedy's a very sad job.
It's supposed to be funny.
Oh, fun sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah.
So, guys, that was my interview with the legendary Jack Barry.
Thanks, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
So, thank you for watching, guys, and peace.